Monday morning cracks.
Crack-a-doo-doo-doo.
Crack-a-diddly-doo.
Hello, everybody.
What is up, everybody? It's the
And
Monday
welcome
morning
to
show.
the Runner and Gunner Monday morning
Runner
show.
and Gunner. Cheers, Runner.
Gunner.
It is the Runner and Gunner
We
show,
are
everybody.
here.
Thank you for tuning in. We are here to bring you another amazing episode.
Another wonderful podcast, the best podcast on earth.
We're growing, everybody. We're growing with you. You continue following us
Even
on our
the
journey.
aliens are tuning in.
You know,
it's getting greater.
it is still season 5. We're still, experimenting, getting the show just right before we take it to season 6, which is going to be the first season.
That's going to be the blowout
of
season.
the real official beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get the best equipment, the best microphone, the best speakers, the best everything, the best interviews, the best interviewees. We might even get people to interview us on the show. You never know what's going to happen on the Runner Gunner show because anything goes. We control the show, not the producers. We tell the producers what to play, what we want to do. They don't tell us what, we just do what we want to do every day on the show for you guys, just for the listeners out there.
Yes, everybody, and it is Monday morning. It is winter pretty much. I know it's spring 2023. But it is raining, it is snowing, it is pouring, cats and dogs and frogs. Everybody just be careful.
Ribbit.
Put on the Runner and Gunner show. Stop touching your phone. Put your phone down.
Stop scratching your
Just let us entertain you while you go to work in your transit, in your route to work. And we'll go ahead and talk about entertaining things like always. And, just
And don't drive like a
soothe your
moron out
mind.
there on the rain because you want to drive very safely. You don't want to go 85 miles per hour on the freeway just because you got a little bit of space in between the intersections. So just be really careful out there because if you do go 85, you're going to end up swerving into different lanes and you might just cause a slowdown on the freeways or on the streets. So just be careful out there wherever you guys may drive or wherever you may be. So we are going to get into this show, and this show starts off with The Rock.
The Rock
versus Michael, not B, just Micheal Jordan. But not
The Rock salary versus Michael Jordan's salary. Lifetime
Well,
career
I'm
achievement.
pretty sure it's close. It's got to be neck and neck. But I'm thinking Jordan has more. Michael Jordan has more. Not Michael B. Jordan. I mean, if you had Michael B. Jordan, which is a great actor with blah, blah, blah.
Michael B. Jordan,
we're not talking about him. We're not talking about Creed.
$20,000 stashed away.
And he's got that new movie Creed coming out right now as we speak.
Creed
Part 25 or whatever.
The movie that no one asked for, but it is back again.
Did you hear that Stallone declined or whatever? They didn't allow him. They didn't give him any rights to that movie, even though So he declined to even be part of it, and it's gonna be sad because right now Stallone is actually at a point in his life where he could play the Mickey.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
the coolest trainer. He could have been like the Mick, really cool, and it would have been an awesome movie with Stallone. But what is your opinion on this?
The movie Creed sucks butt. It is the worst movie ever made. If you're gonna watch that garbage, you're going to seek out the time and waste your time watching stupid crap like that, then you might as well go seek out Rocky original 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4 and 5.
You're better off watching Rocky and Bullwinkle season 1.
You are better off watching the full seasons of Rocky and Bullwinkle. And if you are someone listening to the show, you out there, you know who I'm talking to, and you do like Creed and you're saying in your mind, well, I kind of like that movie. You're probably a Lenny. You should go back and listen to the entire show.
Every season.
Of the Runner and Gunner.
Yeah, every season, every episode.
It is not a good movie. There's no aspect of that movie that's good. The acting is terrible. It's racist.
Right.
It's
it's
borderline racist. They got the freaking big-headed retarded chick, from the Marvel movies. The lesbo from the Marvel movies. She's terrible. She's the worst actress ever. I'd rather see freaking my neighbor, the veterinarian, make a movie, and I'd rather watch that movie.
Me too,
it is a terrible movie. Don't try to defend it, anybody.
You don't have to
enough
defend
with the trash talking. We are talking real stuff. It is The Rock versus Michael Jordan, not
B.
Michael B.
That's why we brought that up. But
makes terrible movies. We're talking.
But what
Michael
about
Jordan,
Michael did
champion.
be Jordan? He became Jordan. He became a 6-time winner of the NBA Finals. He became a 6-time MVP of the NBA Finals, and every NBA Finals he ever played, he was the greatest player ever of all time to ever play in it. So I mean,
baseball.
He should have. Yeah, that's 2 more rings right there. If he would have just stayed away, and he would have been He already is. There's no difference. But still, he would have just had more rings, and that's the only difference that it would have caused. But we do have The Rock also, who is crazy in all these dang movies. Wrestling, yeah, but he was... he is so huge. Yeah. He's a big guy.
So Michael Jordan...
He's a humongous guy. As in mass, as in muscle.
Yeah,
Yeah, muscular is what I mean. Big guy.
To put it into a real quick perspective, Michael Jordan was the champion, and he made the cartoon movie, Toontown. And he was the first real athlete to make a very successful movie, especially one that was for the kids and about cartoons.
Correct.
Unless you're considering Hulk Hogan, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hulk Hogan went into Gremlins. Remember that little cameo he had in Gremlins? And he got pissed because the Gremlins had eaten up the roll of film. Yep. And he said, "You better turn it on, brothers." And he ripped up his shirt.
Yes. That was a great scene.
Yeah.
He also did
go look that up, guys, on Gremlins too.
Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny, Tropical Thunder.
So we respect the Hulkster. I respect the Hulkster. You respect the Hulkster?
I respect the Hulkster.
Yeah, Hulkamaniacs in the house.
Michael Jordan and The Rock both achieved a lot more than the Hulkster, but the Hulkster was there and very present in their beginnings and their true lives because they were both big fans of wrestling. I know Michael Jordan knew what wrestling was, and I definitely know who The Rock knows
who basketball is,
who Hulk Hogan is.
Yeah.
But, we're talking about champions who became entertainers.
Champions.
And
so
Michael
these
Jordan
guys are
was the
both
first
champions.
one to do it, unless you want to consider Hulk Hogan, Joe DiMaggio, or maybe Muhammad Ali. But those guys didn't have a hit movie that was about a cartoon.
As well. So Babe Ruth, maybe. He actually did a couple films also, though, but he didn't have a hit film. But he was cool, too. But Babe Ruth was big back in the day, too. I mean, you could compare him to tons of guys, but at the same time, we're talking about The Rock and Michael Jordan. Yes. So what it is The Rock, he might be the better actor, just slightly. I mean, Jordan he did his acting, but at the same time, it wasn't so much acting because it was about a thing that he loved and a thing that he was raised doing, which was playing basketball. And so when it comes to that perspective, The Rock probably has the edge on him in the Hollywood film industry. Yes. If you do agree, Gunner.
Especially, his 50 films to Michael Jordan's one.
I know. Yeah. And he has a couple docs. There's some documentaries out there. And I think, he has The Last Dance. The Last Dance that just came out. It was an ESPN special. Yeah. And it's pretty much, it's a biography of the Bulls, whatever years, the years that they were champs and all this stuff. But it pretty much, they should have just called it the Michael Jordan documentary. Instead of The Last Dance, they just called it The Last Dance, with Michael Jordan. Instead of just calling it with the Bulls or whatever.
Well, they have to call it The Last Dance because Lenny Men know what the song Last Dance is.
Is that what it was?
So that's how they identify it.
I didn't even know that part of it.
And then they even dance. They go, "Ooh, I love this jam." And they start doing the girl dance. And it's like, dude, you're a man. But that's not the point. The point is that The Rock is a champion. Also, he made a movie. Michael Jordan's a champ. He made a movie.
So The Rock did a ton of movies, though.
Made a movie better than Space Jam. Runner, go.
I would probably say, yes. Okay, I'll go straight to yes. Because I like the one, my favorite The Rock movie personally, I would call it Walking Tall, where he would have that piece of wood and everybody else around him had guns, okay? And Johnny Knoxville is in it also. Peace and word up to Johnny Knoxville. My partner Gunner has actually met in the flesh.
We've seen him.
Mr. Knock. So,
we both saw him, remember? You were there too.
Yeah, I seen him from a distance. I was there, but I was a little more, you were up more close.
Yep.
I was kind of a little further away. I was doing something else, a different project. But at the same time,
we filmed a new show with Johnny Knoxville. I forgot what it's called. It's called The Pranking Show. You'll see it.
You got the up close, and I was just a little, but I did see him too. And he was chilling. And so anyways, this movie it features 2 stars, which was Johnny Knoxville and The Rock. The Rock, of course, was the main guy. And is it The Rundown?
Yeah, The Rundown.
Are you sure it's called that?
Walking Tall.
Walking Tall, yeah, Walking Tall. But there's 2 of them actually with Johnny Knoxville. But the one I'm talking about was Walking Tall, when the bad guys come into town and they try and take over the whole city and drugs and casinos, all this bad stuff. And all this guy does is carry a piece of wood, and he's going around with this wood. Like I would have done, same deal.
What do you think, audience?
Wood and
what
just
is your
start
favorite
busting people's face.
The Rock movie?
There's so many. There's Jumanji.
I think Jumanji's my favorite.
Jumanji's cool too. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, part 1 with Kevin Hart, Jack Black. Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead. So explain why is that your favorite Rock movie? Let us know.
I like The Rock's character as he was kind of dopey, but he was still strong.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was a good dynamic for him because.
Also, The Rock, they take over different bodies or something.
Yeah, so the nerd goes into The Rock, the tough guy goes into Kevin Hart.
So the big black football guy, African American, and he becomes a short little African American. So
the dynamic is real funny. I thought. I don't know. It was good action.
And who does Jack Black?
He turns into a girl.
Okay, so
and then the third one is the girl turns into another girl. A hot girl.
Okay.
The ugly fat chick turns into a hot chick who knows
right
karate.
On. All right. Cause that's
and she is ugly.
We're talking about part
you
one.
Wouldn't even do it.
We're talking about part one though. Your favorite movie.
Yeah, that was it.
So part one, and
I'm really racking my brain here to think about like, not just a silly rundown or Central Intelligence.
Oh, that's cool too, actually.
Or Doom or Scorpion King or
I actually like Central Intelligence. It's kind of funny.
Tooth Fairy.
No, not for me.
I'm not really into those movies. Or Super Pets. I wasn't down with Super Pets.
No, me either. Not really. Not too much. But I mean, he did it, and Jumanji 2 was okay, actually.
And don't get me wrong, they're all enjoyable. And in fact, my favorite might have been San Andreas. It's kind of
I haven't seen it.
Very cheesy, but
I know it's about the area that we're from. So I mean, I should have tuned in, but it's about exactly where we live.
San Andreas fault
line. Yeah, our fault line. If you guys, for all the people that do not live in California or Southern California, that is to be more specific, San Andreas is a fault line where we actually live on, and it's called the fault line, and it's where most likely earthquakes will strike harder than normal. So that's where we live on that fault line, but we don't live in fear every day, everybody. We just live our lives throughout and through and still live, and just be thankful that we are on this land every single day. Anyways,
I got it.
The episodes
I know
and the
movie
movies,
that I like more than
not
Space
the episodes,
Jam.
The movies, I mean.
A movie from The Rock that I like more than Space Jam is there's a movie called Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and the Furious chapter.
Okay, yeah.
It's with Jason Statham.
I've heard about that one.
I love that movie so much. Every time it's on, I watch it. 2016?
17, I'm thinking.
2017, 2015, something like that.
I think like 17, something, yeah.
Right around that area. There. I guess like The Rock was fighting with Vin Diesel, so they separated him, the franchise, and gave him his own Fast
Hobbs
and the
Shaw,
Furious.
But
and it was so good. It's better than the Fast and the Furious. Roman Reigns makes a special guest appearance.
Wow, did you hear that, people? Roman Reigns. All you Roman Reigns fans,
the comedy is just great. They try to redo it again with Van Wilder. Van Wilder's in Hobbs and Shaw also, and he's so funny.
Van Wilder, wow.
And they try to do it again with the Red movie. I forgot what it's called, Red Room or Red Banquet. And that movie sucked. And so,
you know what movie really sucked bad for The Rock to me?
Which one?
Jungle Cruise.
Oh,
I thought that movie bombed. Oh my gosh,
Except
that was
for
terrible.
The one English brother who liked black girls, that he was
cool. Yeah, he was cool.
And he was even trying to explain to The Rock, he's all, I don't like white girls. And
The Rock's like, what? He's like, what are you talking about?
I only like black girls. And The Rock was
only.
Like,
he's all into he likes.
So do we all, don't we all?
Oh, don't we all?
Oh, don't we all?
We all love.
But yeah, that movie was garbage. It was really terrible, and it took him like 5 years to come out because of CGI.
What a big...
And it could have been so cool if they would have just made The Rock the Conquistador, the Mexican Conquistador, the entire hour and a half of that movie. That would have been dope.
That would have been cool. That would have been it.
Of course, they didn't. It's Disney.
See, but they wouldn't listen to you. We should have emailed them these. They wouldn't listen anyway.
Yeah.
Either way, they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't agreed with they had their mind set on what is going
but if we told them Michael Jackson was going to be there with Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman, they'd be all over that, Disney.
Would love
wouldn't you? Anyways,
we're
not talking about that.
So, back to Jordan. Jordan did so much things. Michael Jordan did, so The Rock's career was very set and very good. But what Jordan did different was what The Rock never did is this. He did a music video with Michael Jackson. Besides that, he did so many commercials during his career. Gatorade. Gatorade especially. Gatorade number one. I want to be like Mike. If you don't remember this song, it was a cool song. It was... amazing. It was Chonies. Oh yeah, Hanes. I think Hanes Chonies. So he did men's underwear. He did Gatorade. He was a commercial man and commercial successful man. Well, Nike. I was getting to Nike because Nike created the first Michael Jordans. You know, a pair of Air Jordans. They don't even call them. They just call them Jordans. Now, hey, what, you got the new Jordans? You got the new Jordans that came out? Check them out. They're
new
cool.
Jordans.
And even now, 2023, they're still new Jordans coming out, and everybody is buying them, and it's probably one of the top selling shoes. I guarantee it on this planet, because back when they came out, and this was how Micheal Jordan became financially successful. Commercials, and then
gambling.
No, wait, hold on. No. Oh, wait.
I thought he beat the house.
Shoes.
Oh, shoes. Yes.
Yeah. Putting his shoes on the table. I mean, putting his shoes on the platform. And
sponsorship all on red. All on black or all on red? Chicago Bulls. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, we got to take a quick commercial break, but before we're going to do a quick rundown between these two iconic athletes.
Let's just finish this segment and then we'll.
We got more.
The producer is saying we got to. Hold on. Give us a few minutes. Hold on. Okay. They said
Uncle Lenny. No.
Hell no. Hey, no. Get out. Hey, don't let him in.
All right.
Okay, so he's not coming, but we got to finish the segment up because we still got more to talk about after this.
Yes,
so
we do. We're going to be talking about rock and roll after these commercial breaks.
Let's give them the overall rundown about these guys.
So rundown. Micheal Jordan.
MJ.
6'6".
6'6".
6'6". In the 90s, he shrank since then. Since he's old,
he's about 6'3".
6'5" now, 6'4". The Rock is 6'5".
He's about 6'1.5". No, well, his muscles weigh about 6'5". So whatever. I think his big old head from all those roids. Oh, okay. So, anyways,
Micheal Jordan.
I respect The Rock
taller
and
than The
Jordan.
Rock, at least in his prime, both their primes. Who knows? The Rock probably shrank too.
I wonder who is buffer.
The Rock is probably buffer. Who could win in arm wrestling? We don't know. But who was bolder?
But who could shoot from free throw line more? I bet you The Rock would beat Jordan. No, of course not. Jordan would beat The Rock in any shooting contest of a basketball.
Yeah, but he wouldn't out-gamble him. He wouldn't play craps better than him.
That is true.
And Micheal Jordan would beat him at the table. Any table in Vegas. Also,
he's one of the most competitive people in there.
The Rock has more championships.
The Rock
is a 10-time world WWE champion.
That is amazing. See, that's amazing.
Micheal Jordan is only a six-time world NBA champion.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
It's true. It is true.
Micheal Jordan's got Nike. And The Rock has got the Brahma Bull Powerade drink in a can.
Okay.
And
I mean...
Micheal Jordan has.
I've tried Nikes, but I don't know what Baracco. What'd you say?
Brahma.
Oh, there you go.
Brahma Bull Tureen or something. I don't know.
I never tried the Tureen before.
Micheal Jordan has Scottie Pippen, and The Rock has John Cena.
Pimpin' Cena, huh?
Pimpin' Cena.
How do you...
Counterparts.
Huh. So how do you pimp? I mean, that's a good combo though. I mean, that's good counterparts either way. They both got good partners and good backups.
Yeah.
And they are both good showsmen, because John Cena actually went on to become a great actor himself. And I like John Cena.
I like John Cena.
His acting is funny. He's cool.
He's funny.
And Scottie Pippen became...
great video games. He was in NBA Jam.
A pimp.
He was a pimp. And he
still
talks about Jordan.
His name is what he was. Goodness. He is what he was, and he was what he is. So... Pimpin' is pimpin'.
Micheal Jordan.
Pimpin' is pimpin', baby.
Had a dad who died. The Rock. Dad is also dead.
Yeah.
Of course, they're very old, so.
I'm not going to say anything about that. It's just sad situations. But that's the way life. Sorry for your losses, both you guys, man.
Micheal Jordan was married twice.
Only twice? See, for a big-time celebrity with millions and billions of dollars like that, to be married twice is something to show. That means he actually has a lot of love. He has a big heart. He's a good guy. He really did love these women that he is with, and he loves every single one of his children. And
he loves white ladies.
Oh, he does. No, wait, he got with the Cuban chick, too, though.
Oh, she's Cuban. His new wife. Preto.
Yeah, his new wife is Cuban. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's very beautiful, of course, she's with the richest athlete on Earth.
On Earth.
And The Rock was with a butt ugly lady. Don't tell that. The Rock. Don't listen to The Rock. Never show The Rock. No, just kidding. Anyways, The Rock also has
I didn't say it.
Marriages. I didn't say anything. Who said it? Uncle Lenny?
Uncle Lenny, damn producer. Hey, these producers are feeding us the wrong
also was married twice. So, there's lots in common between these two athletes. We could go on with the comparisons for days and days. The Rock is now married to Lauren Hasheen, and she is a white lady.
She also smokes hashish. And she is the lady that
yes, everybody.
likes him.
We got to take a quick commercial break, but just remember,
to end it,
who do you think is a better athlete?
So to end it all, overall, I'm taking Jordan, and overall, who are you taking?
Overall, I'm taking John Cena.
There it is, people. All right. Now. Yeah, so that's how it goes, and that's how it ends. But now, we got more information coming to you guys, but we can't go on talking about this segment because it's done and over. We've told you as much as we can. So we've got to let you guys go and use the can. But we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Coca-Cola. Cold. Refreshing. Hey, man, I drink a Coca-Cola every day. All I want is Coca-Cola. I drink about 25 days. You got any Coca-Cola on you?
When you need a cold, refreshing beverage, reach in your fridge and grab yourself an ice cold Coca-Cola.
Well, where can I get one? Hurry up. I need one right now because I drink about 25 days, and I need one every day because every minute I feel better, and every time I drink it, I feel better.
I drink a Coca-Cola every morning before I go to work.
And it feels really good. I'm telling you, guaranteed, it feel better. And all you gotta do is drink one every day and you feel amazing.
Well, I have 12 Coca-Colas a day. It keeps my heart going fast.
All you gotta do is drink 35 and then you can be alive and your eyes will be open and you won't even sleep.
Well, I drink a Coca-Cola once in the morning and 2 at night.
It's so good, and it feels so great, and then you feel like everything is shiny and everything is bright, and the sun is coming up every morning and every damn night.
I drink a cola 5 times a day, except for the day I go to the dentist. Everybody out there, if you want some Coca-Cola, remember your store's got it. Also remember, Diet Coca-Cola, Cherry Coca-Cola, and Vanilla Coke, and Invisible Vanilla Coke.
Give me all the sugar because that's all I need in life.
Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola.
Dylan's and Dylan's take 1.
Hey, everybody out there. Do you like having a beard? Do you grow your beard?
Scrub, scrub, scrub.
Well, you're going to need to keep that beard clean if you want the ladies to come anywhere near you.
How close?
2 feet.
Whoa. So what you got to do, guys, is get your beard. Get it in a little scrubber. We come with soap. Irish soap, Irish whiskey, and a box of extra scents that you could rub your beard in and feel so fine.
Dylan's and Dylan's Beard Soap offers a variety of scents and fragrances for everyday use of washing your beard clean so the ladies love it and run their fingers through it.
So get Dylan's and Dylan's as soon as you can before we run out. They're selling everywhere. Units are almost gone. Only $399.99.
Also available in peppermint.
Pass me a sip.
All right, sit down. Cut all this out.
Yeah, well, this is edited. Thank you.
Sure.
You want me to drink one of yours?
Yeah, I don't mind.
You're cool? All right, thank you.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Welcome back, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Run and Gunner Show.
We know out there that you're trying to grow. We know that you had your ups and downs, hopefully more ups than downs.
Ups and ups and ups.
But everything goes in ups and downs. We're kind of familiar with it.
Ups and ups.
We're counting on it.
Yeah, everybody. So what we want you to do is be cool in the rain. I know it's pouring out there, and I know that things are dropping, and I know that this is the time where you're like, man, when's it going to end? Will it ever end? Yes, it will, okay? And things are just going to improve in life. So don't get down on yourselves. Just get up on yourselves. Just say, hey, what can I do to make things better during this winter ending season? And the winter was great. You got to be thankful that we got this rain because we got more beautiful water. And everybody was making beautiful babies and holding each other when it was cold, and making each other hot and warm. So that's what we're saying at the Run and Gunner Show is that you guys just got to appreciate the rain, love the rain, and feel no pain when it rains.
Yes.
And that's what we're saying. So everybody out there, just be cool and just drive safe. Make sure you don't hydroplane on anybody. Don't go crazy. Don't freaking speed over 150, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know, we're going to get over this. It's not even a bad thing. New York does this. Seattle does this. Washington
does this
all the freaking time. So, I mean, it's just we get a little gander. We get a little glance at the rain, and people go nuts out here. It shouldn't be like that. It should just be like, hey, let's look at the rain. Let's wait for that rainbow to be created when the sun comes out, and let's just appreciate the beauty of life that has been created from the man up above. And that's what it is. It's all love and it's all joy.
All right, everybody. That is it. We want you to love. We want you to have love and understanding.
Love, understanding,
Open up
peace.
Your beautiful little glazies and look out at the beautiful beauty that is life, that is nature, that is just life and nature just coming at you, coming down from the sky, in the trees.
Yeah.
Open your eyes. Everybody,
speaking of life and nature and beautiful things, I wanted to bring up a beautiful subject.
Beautiful.
Speaking of life, nature, and everything that's great and natural, 1960s rock and roll, all that stuff was great, natural, and it was all beautiful. Yes. And we want to tell these guys and these Lennies especially why they should listen to 1960s.
We're gonna
the beginning, rock and roll from the beginning. I mean, rock and roll is still out there, but rock and roll is still out there. You see. The creators of rock and roll are the gods of rock and roll.
Yes.
But there's still people out there that are trying to create rock and roll, still trying to be the greatest that they can be in this rock and roll industry because they want to be strong. They want to do all instrumental, no electronic BS, just real instruments, real vocals, just real realization that music can be as real as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be electronic. It could be whatever you want it to be. In your minds, you could create anything and it can be great.
Yeah, but rock and roll is a different kind of music, a different genre of music.
Yes,
it's its own select genre of music. And we're going to be doing a little bit of preview of the coming season 6, which is going to be the real true beginning of the Runner and Gunner podcast. The Runner and Gunner podcast show. The Runner and Gunner, just Google us. Runner and Gunner. We're the only people on earth named Runner and Gunner. And we're going to have a season 6, and it is going to be tailored for rock and roll, the genre of music. Every season,
oh my God, I love her.
Is going to be a different genre. Is going to be a different subject. This season's subject is going to be rock and roll.
Yes,
we could tell you that. We could assure you that. And every episode, we'll be talking about a different aspect of rock and roll, starting from episode 1, which will be the beginning
of
where's
rock
it going.
And roll. And so what we're trying to do is make our show what rock and roll is. And we
are
rock and roll. That's why we live it and we are it. And that's why we're trying to teach you guys it out there. Everybody out there, you got to learn what rock and roll is and rock and roll can be inside you if you let it live. So the beginning of rock and roll was actually started in the late 1950s. You know, there were so many pioneers out there. There were the Comets, Billy Haley and his Comets, and there was
but we're going to be taking
Elvis
you back
Presley,
to
and
the
there was
Stone Age when 2 cavemen knocked together rocks and made a sound.
And then they would throw the rocks so they would roll.
And then there was little tiny Mexican cavemen, and they started making their rocks into maracas and be like,
maraca. So they'll get the baby rocks and put them in a little sack, shake them. And that's how maracas were invented also.
And so in the 1940s, you know, we're talking about Glenn Miller and his big band.
Glenn Miller!
In the 30s, we're talking about Billy.
The
Billy the singer.
Billy Kid. Billy Bill.
And in the 20s, we're talking about that lady who first invented sound. We're talking about. The 1920s swing-a-ding American music.
Yeah.
It was also in England. It was probably in Africa, but not as prominently. But it's definitely in France and Europe.
And
all
the
around.
United States
in the
of
10s,
America.
They didn't have recordings, so no music was recorded.
But there was music out there all over the globe.
In the 1800s,
music has been around since so long.
Music went unrecorded, but you would pass it along through folklore.
You see, where we live in the Wild West, in the 1800s, in the Wild West, where we live in a place called California, which was an independent state. It wasn't part of the original colonies. Where we live, they used to have the grand piano, and they'll go something like
yes, Beethoven.
No, but it would just be a grand piano, and it would be guys walk in, and people would be gambling, and there'd be a grand pianist. And
you ain't gonna tell me Beethoven's not rock and roll. He's wearing a wig and tights. Isn't that what
Beethoven was the rock and roll guy? Yeah, he was rock and roll. He was rocking, and he had the girls jocking. You know, he had all the babes, and he had everything. So we're gonna be taking you all
the way back there in the new coming season 6, Runner and Gunner podcast. It is gonna be themed rock and roll. Everybody, we gotta go today. But also next week we are going to be talking about rock and roll as we do a soft start for the season to come, where we do the subject of rock and roll. But we're not going to be taking it anywhere. We're just going to be experimenting with it. So we'll be jumping all over the place.
We're going to be back and forth, different kinds of subjects, be awesome. And different areas of rock and roll. And also gaming. We're going to be talking to you guys about video games, consoles, and how they began, how they haven't ended, and how they are going to last forever, and why they will be in the far future and in the far present. So everything they created is now and forever. It's so like rock and roll. Nintendo. It is here to stay. Video games, here to stay. Runner and Gunner, here to stay forever. And so we got to let you guys go, but we just want to let you know before that we still have the best part of the show.
The best part.
We love to call the
2-minute rundown. All right, everybody. Did I hear somebody say the 2-minute rundown from the Runner and Gunner show on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and more podcasts? Yes, we did say the 2-minute rundown. Runner, why don't you give us a 2-minute rundown of what's going down in sports? The wide world of sports.
XFL is still going on this weekend. Was another great week of XFL. The Rock's League and his wife are kicking butt. They're doing all right. They need more sponsors. We need more people to watch it. In the NBA, the Lakers are not doing so well. They might have a chance, but they might not. And
LeBron's bald.
The Boston Celtics are doing good. LeBron's bald. The
Anthony
Clippers
Davis is gone.
Are doing okay. Anthony Davis is still there, but he's struggling. He has more hair on his eyebrows than LeBron does on top of his head. But either way, they're doing well, and everything's going great. What else is going on? Kings. MLB. We got the WBC, actually, in World Baseball Classic. So keep going for the USA team. USA.
Mookie Betts is there.
And watch out, because Japan does have the best player in the league.
Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Japan's got Ohtani. That's why Ohtani's not in the American USA team.
And Gunner, the world of wrestling. What is going on? Inform us.
WrestleMania is coming up. It is April 1st. Mark your calendars. You know, it's the beginning of next month in April. The very first day, on April Fool's Day, you'll see WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I think Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. It's a bunch of foolishness. Have a good time. Eat some popcorn. AEW had a pay-per-view event. It was bloody. You know, John Moxley versus Hangman Page. Hangman Page won.
What a match.
MJF versus Daniel Bryanson. MJF won. It was brilliant. It was bloody. We also got tons of things happening this summer.
Yeah, I know summer it's not things going down. All the concerts. Wait, let us know about the events. Can you tell them a quick brief about just a few events that we will be attending?
We got huge events, huge festivals. You know, if you're like into raves and stuff like that, we got Hardfest coming back to LA. We got Nocturnal Wonderland. We got Sublime with Rome. They're coming. They're doing their thing. We also got Ringo Starr. His tickets went on sale last Friday. Go ahead and pick them up. They're just $70. They're coming to the Greek Theater in Los Angeles. He's going on a world tour. He's going across the country. He's going everywhere. He's Ringo Starr.
He's Ringo.
No word for Paul McCartney yet, but he should be coming around the corner too as well.
And one more thing, Chris Rock finally opened up about the huge slap.
The slap of the century.
Heard around the world, the globe, the biggest slap of the year. And what he said was a few bad things about his wife and how she was doing his little son's little boy. I forgot her name. Is her name Willow, or is it Hello, or
Jada Pinkett Smith?
Oh yeah,
Tupac's wife's daughter.
Yeah. What
about Will Smith?
He
made fun of him even more.
Was just crying about how he was being called a bitch. So pretty much everybody's calling him that word, and everybody's just calling him that because he is getting treated like a female dog by his husband, wife.
That says it. The producers are telling us we got to wrap this up, everybody.
Sorry,
this is the 2-minute rundown. It's been a great episode. We're glad to have you here on our show. You know, just be prepared for the next coming of the show. We're going to be theming it rock and roll for the upcoming season of rock and roll. So we're going to be talking a whole lot more about rock and roll. And who knows rock and roll like the Runner and Gunner know rock and roll.
We do know.
But don't get too discouraged on listening to our show. We're still going to be talking about hip hop, video games, sports, movies, everything, all the latest and greatest issues that are going on around the globe. It's the Runner and Gunner Show, your be-all, end-all stop for perfect entertainment, perfect educational entertainment. Have your kids listen to it. Have your Lennies listen to it. Lennies, we're sorry we made fun of you. We don't hate you.
We don't hate you. We just want to create you into a better man that you can be. But anyways, everybody out there, we want you to have a safe and beautiful Monday. Safe drive out there.
I'm sorry, Lennies.
I hope you're enjoying your March.
I hated you.
March.
And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hate you. Like, I just want to
and everybody,
I love you, Lennies.
St. Patrick's Day is coming this following week. I don't know. We might have a special going down. We might just release a little Friday special because St. Patrick's Day is this Friday. So keep in tune for that. That might be coming. 2023 St. Patrick's. Don't forget to wear your green. Bling, bling that green.
I love McPatty's days, and you should have a McPatty's breakfast burger from McDonald's.
Do it.
It is the Runner and Gunner Show. It is Monday. If you can have a great Monday, you can have a great life. And that is everything we have to say to you. Drive safe. Keep your hands on the wheel. You know, clear your mind. Take deep breaths. This is great. Love what you do. Do what you love. Accept who you are. Remember, you are primal. You have instincts. Follow them. They will guide you to places where you could not imagine yourselves. And everybody, we want to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you. God bless you. Drive safe. It is raining. It is pouring. It is winter.
Yeah,
be
safe out there.
Quite not spring, but it's coming. Everybody stay warm. Stay happy. Remember, ladies, love your men, and men, love your ladies.
Always.
Solid. Runner and Gunner, not responsible for any injuries, postponements, or collateral that may occur during or post segments of our entirety of the show. You are now or have been listening to. We would like to add any involvement with similar subjects in the show are completely coincidental and may or may not be facts. We would also like to thank you, Lennies.